our last section for this week is disposals and section 16.3H. Now, they test this very often, guys, and to understand this, you should have followed everything we've done up to now. You can't study this in isolation. Now, basically what happens is I'm going to just take you back. Do you remember we had this example where we said we have a building, and this building has residential accommodation, which is exempt, and commercial accommodation, which is taxable. Now, we said that if you are using it 100% for residential accommodation, if you want to claim this input tax, remember you claim the input tax on the invoice, can you claim it? No, because it is 100% used for exempt purposes, so the input tax will be exempt. Right? Let's say you claim it, you're going to use it 100% for commercial accommodation. That is a taxable business. I'm making taxable supplies, so I can then claim the input tax of 7,500. Then we had a situation where we said the following. We said, let's say that 30% of your business is residential accommodation, which is exempt, and the remaining of that 70% is commercial, which is taxable. This means that you are called a 70% vendor. And what does that mean? It means that when you calculate the input tax, you can claim only your percentage, right, which is the 70% in this case. Now, when we looked at that section, we said that output tax is always accounted for at 100%, except for fringe benefits, indemnity awards, and change of use, which we'll all study next week. Now, what does this mean for you? I want you to understand. Let's say this computer that I've purchased, I now go and I sell the computer for, let's say, 60,000 rands ex VAT. Now remember, I've bought it and I'm using it 70% to make taxable supplies. What will my output tax on this be? My output tax will then be 60,000 times 15%. And do I multiply it by 70%? No, because output tax is always at 100%. So 100%. Okay, so what I want you to see is, I am charging output tax at 100%. So that's money I'm going to pay to SARS. But I could only claim 70% when I purchased it. Now that seems a little bit unfair, doesn't it? Now, to solve that, they've said that if you are in a situation where you claimed less than 100% of the input tax, but you're paying 100% of the output tax, there's a section 16.3H, which tells you when you sell this, you can claim more input tax. So what does that mean? They say you can claim it on the lower of the cost. Now in this case, I'm just going to use the amounts excluding VAT, 50,000. Or the market value, which I'm going to use is that 60,000. So the lower of those two amounts is 50,000. So you can claim extra input tax of 50,000 times 15% times, how much did I claim originally? Only 70%. So now I can claim my remaining 30%. Now guys, that is it in simple terms. Now you'll see here, I've used an example here where we used the 15 over 115. That is just if you know that the input tax and the output tax were both at 15%. Be careful. If I bought this computer and that was 14%, then I have to be careful. Then I can only claim 14%, not 15% additional input tax. And you'll see that also in your lecture examples. Now, just two items that you need to be aware of here. Two important parts. If I bought entertainment, remember what we saw about entertainment? Entertainment input tax was denied. If I bought entertainment and I now give it rid of it, so I bought a microwave, which is input tax denied, now I sell it, section 1021 says there's no output tax, so I don't have to pay output tax. If I bought a motor car, input tax was denied. If I now sell it, section 814 says there is no output tax that must be calculated. Right, that's just a special rule for you to be aware of. So guys, these are the steps that we will follow, and you'll see this in your lecture example. Step 1. So this is now I'm selling an asset. Calculate the output tax at 100%. Again guys, remember at 100%. Step 2, how much input tax was claimed? If you originally claimed everything, then there's no further steps. But if you claim less than 100%, go to step 3. Step 3 then says, calculate it on the lower of the cost or the open market value. And remember, I just make a comment here, if you previously claimed input VAT at 14%, you can still only claim it at 14%.